Hello.
Good evening,
Can you?
sir.
Hi, Preeyal. Can you hear me? Congratulations, Preeyal. Congratulations very much on your achievement for this INI-CET.
Thank you, sir.
Preeyal, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Am I not audible, sir?
Now audible. Now audible. Please.
Okay.
Heartiest congratulations, Preeyal.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us about yourself. Where are you from? Where have you done graduation from?
Sir, I live in West Bengal and I have completed my graduation from AIMS Bhubaneswar. I was a 2018 batch student.
So tell us about your preparation journey. When did you start preparing? How did you prepare? Your juniors would like to hear from you.
So it became a very long journey. I couldn't prepare much during internship. So but we were eligible for November INI-CET. So I gave that with a calm mind and I got a rank of around 1500. And then I prepared a lot for next 6 months after my internship was over, and then I got a rank which was double of my November INI-CET rank in May INI-CET.
Hmm.
Then I was really disheartened, and then I prepared for NEET. In NEET, I got a rank of around 1400, and I joined BMMC Obs Gynae. But unfortunately, I had a ligament injury, and I had to leave that course,
Oh,
and I had to prepare again.
how's your injury?
So it's better,
How
sir. No.
you're able to walk? You're able to work?
Yes, sir. Earlier there was
We
effusion and swelling.
we
No.
hope you have recovered and we wish for your speedy recovery. Yes, please go on.
Thank you, sir.
Mm.
So, sir, after that, I had only 2 months left when I started again. After all the open counseling of INI-CET and everything was over, I finally I decided that I was left with no other choice actually than to prepare again. So for first 2 days, though, I was really disheartened that I'll have to prepare again after a break of so many months after working for some months in gynae department. So initially 2 days I cried. I did my that I went through those stages of dabda, denial, anger, everything. I watched YouTube videos, everything I did, and then finally with some motivation I started again. I had my own concise notes. So I started with that only because only 2 months were there. And then I have a friend, Dr. Shauradi, who had suggested me to attend INI TNDs. So those TNDs I had attended during November INI-CET too, and then there were new TNDs uploaded this time before May INI-CET. So I attended those. These TNDs I couldn't attend before my initial attempt, which I gave during last May INI-CET. So
Hmm.
finally, this time I just read my concise notes, and I would say that they were a mix from all sources, not just one source, but they were very concise. It included videos from not only from apps but also from some small revision videos on YouTube. Whatever I used to find useful, I used to add it into my concise notes that was prepared during the last November attempt. So this time during these 2 months, I just read those and I didn't add anything extra. I attended all the INI TNDs and I attended all those tests that used to come live on DAMS app, INI Predictor series and normal daily 5 MCQs that used to give me a boost, or sometimes I used to feel sad that, okay, I'm not scoring well in these 5 MCQs or 20 or 15 MCQs. So with this combination of small short notes and just regular question solving and tests, I feel that I could perform satisfactorily in these last 2 months, whichever I had left.
Okay, you mentioned a lot of things in the last 2 months. You said you had completed your INI-CET May.
Sorry, you are stuck. Hello. So your video was stuck actually.
Priyal, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you, sir. You are audible, sir, now.
Hi, Priyal, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you now. Hello.
Your video is not visible clearly, but it's okay. You can tell. So you have used your own notes and
Hmm.
INI TND, Mission INI, or whatever you said, INI Predictor. So how did INI TND help you?
Sir, INI TND, basically I had, suppose I am finishing some subject from my notes, then I used to solve the INI TND for that subject. And then INI Predictor used to act as some revisions, like in between revisions, because INI Predictor, sir, if you see INI Predictor is instead of those daily 5 MCQs, they are giving some 15-20 MCQs. So, and it was, for me, it was random because I was going with my timetable, and then as and when one subject was completed, I used to give the INI TND for that subject. And in between, whenever INI predictor used to come, I used to solve those tests. Those were only 15-20 MCQs, and I could solve them even like when I just start the day at 9 o'clock. If I am starting my day at 9, after during my second study session, if I am starting my day after breakfast, first thing that I used to do was either solve those 5 MCQs, daily 5 MCQs, or that INI predictor that used to come at that place. Now they have NEET predictor series also going on.
Okay, so INI TND you solved at your own pace. For example, you revised your subject
Yes,
and
with
then
my
went ahead
timetable.
and you
Yes.
saw all the
Huh.
videos of INI TND.
So for November INI-CET, I had seen all the videos for INI-TND. This time I couldn't see because I had only 2 months.
So you attempted the
So I
test, but
just read the
how were the,
explanations.
you
Yes.
read the, so how were the quality of questions? How was the standard of the paper?
So it was good. I found them good, useful during my November INI-CET. That is the reason that I focused on solving them again during my this attempt, even though when I had a very fixed time. But I thought that I should give time to this TND also.
Great. So, what do you think is the major essence of INI preparation? Suppose you have cleared it with a double digit rank, that to a rank of 21. If there's a junior looking forward for guidance from you regarding preparation for INI TND or INI CET, so what is your advice to him or her?
Sir, INICT is mostly about how you perform during those 3 hours, I feel. You have to bring knowledge from whatever you have learned during, even during the first 5 years of your, during those 5 years of your MBBS. Some questions like those, that pap smear ka question, I could remember during my posting, our teachers were teaching that you cannot do PV before a PS exam. So that was the thing that I remembered. From every other source which you can fetch the knowledge during those 3 hours, I feel that helps during INICT most. And even while you are solving those tests, INI-TND at your home, I feel that you should attempt it in a way that you are giving an original test. So there will be many questions. Even in INI-TND, I feel I have scored the lowest in psychiatry, I feel. And that was the first test that I attempted this time during my preparation. And but what I feel is that uh, these tests make you ready regarding how to think during those 3 hours. Nothing else. I mean, no direct questions can be repeated. Most of the times, direct questions won't be repeated, and but most of the concepts are repeated. Most of the topics are repeated. That I feel, and what I feel is. The most important thing what you learn from these TNDs is how to think during those 3 hours. That is the most important thing, I think. And last year when Shradeep suggested me this INI TND, I thought that I don't know how much useful these will be. But then in November INI-CET, I could derive the answers, even if I didn't know the answers of exact answers of the question, but I could rule out the options. That is what I learned from watching the videos also. During last preparation time, I watched the videos too. This time I didn't have time, so I couldn't watch the videos. But actually, I had the essence that okay, how I am going to deal with this question, how to think about it during the exam, or even while solving TNDs. I used to deal with those questions, what I had learned during the November INI-CET, I feel. Am I not audible, sir?
Go on, Priyal. You are audible. Go on. Go on. You are
So
audible.
that's
Very.
it. I would just say that I watched the videos during November INI-CET. I got the essence, and this time I just solved the TNDs. I couldn't watch the videos this time.
And even the predictors were helpful. You said predictors gave you a little edge. That was helpful.
Sir, I think that those were useful. Even now, my friend with whom I was preparing during these 2 months, she asked me that what else should she start, and then I said ki if she is not solving those predictors, she can give them a try, because they are only 20-15 questions, and even if one question comes, it can change your rank. And last year, I feel from INI-CET predictor that Azimuth's angle came from INI-CET predictor, and this time also, I can't remember some exact direct repeats, but I feel that solving questions is never a harm, I feel. And these 15-20 questions don't take a lot of time, I feel.
Hmm. Priyal, any final advice from your side for somebody who is targeting next November INI-CET?
I would say that just don't stress a lot, because that is what I did during the last 2 months, because I had left the seat and prepared again. But I don't think that would help. And being calm during those 3 hours would be really helpful to solve an exam like INI-CET, where you have to get knowledge from everything what you remember, and not only those few pages of concise notes or some RR or some main videos. And another thing is that at the end of the day, it's just an exam, and let's take it as an exam also. One rank doesn't decide if someone is lesser or someone is greater, I feel. And that is the only thing that like, even I have a younger brother, and he is also asking me the same question every time, since the results are out, that how did you prepare and all. And I would say that take it as an exam and give your best. Your
Hmm.
efforts, if you have made the efforts, you will be rewarded, I feel. And at the end of the day, every time I say that this is an MCQ exam only, and those 3 hours, even one or two MCQs can can get you a good rank, or your ranks can deteriorate from your previous attempt too. But don't get disheartened by that, because MCQ exams are like that, and those 3 hours can be unpredictable for anyone. And so I feel that just give it a try, and give all your effort, because at the end of 2 or 3 months, when you get out of the exam hall, you don't have that regret that you had that 2 or 3 months, but you didn't give your best. That is what I feel. That is what I was trying to explain myself during those 2 or 3 months that I had, that let's prepare for these 2 or 3 months, so that at the end of it, I don't have the regrets that I didn't give my best.
Great. Thank you so much, Priyal, for being with us here. A final thing, what branch would you like to specialize? Any finalization or still in the process of thinking?
So still in the process of thinking, but mostly something between Dharma or Psyche.
Mostly something.
Between Dharma or Psychiatry.
Okay. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you so much for being with us here today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.